Hello guys and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I am going to teach you some important topics, that is distance, displacement, speed, velocity and acceleration. So it is important to read this topic for your class 11th exam as well as for your other competitive exams like IIT JEE, NEET and CUT exam. So this lecture is in the continuation of lecture number 2, and it is important to read this topic for basic understanding of distance, displacement, speed, velocity and acceleration, because such type of problems were asked in NEET exam, IIT JEE exam as well as CUT exam also. So the first topic is distance and displacement. So distance is the total span, or we can say total path length covered by any object, and distance will be positive only. Okay, now distance may not be negative, may not be zero, but displacement, what about displacement? So displacement is the shortest span between initial and final point. Means what is the shortest length between the initial and final point that has been covered by any object. So displacement may be zero, displacement may be greater than zero, and even displacement may be less than zero. So it is possible for the displacement to be zero, positive and negative values, but for distance it may be zero, or it may be greater than zero only, means positive only. Okay, so what are the examples by which we can understand this very well? So for better understanding of distance, displacement, let me go ahead with understand what is distance and what is displacement. So I can draw here with this pen in this digital board. So we can understand it very well by using the circular motion. Why the circular motion of any object? If any object is moving in a circular path, and with its radius r, so it is the radius of the circle. So what will be the distance if any object is moving from this point to this point? And what will happen if any object is moving from this point to this point? So what is the distance covered by the object, and what is the displacement that is covered by object in this half circular path? So in the half circular path, what will be the distance? So distance will be the circumference of this circle. Distance will be the circumference of this circle that has been covered by the object. So the circumference of half circle will be pi r. Okay, so this so the distance will be equal to pi r. So we can write here distance as pi r. Now what is the displacement here? So displacement is the shortest distance. Displacement is the shortest distance between the final and initial point. So initial point of the object is this and final point is this. So in this condition, what will be the displacement? So displacement will be the this length. Displacement will be the this length that is equal to the diameter of any circle. So its diameter will be equal to its displacement. So now what we can say, what is the displacement? Displacement equal to 2r. Okay, so displacement will be equal to 2r. So distance will be equal to pi r and displacement will be equal to 2r. Similarly, if object covered the path length, if the object started from here and covered this path length, covered the whole circle. So the object started from here and then come back to this point. Then what will be its distance and displacement? So if any object started from here and come back to the same point, then in this condition its displacement will be equal to the total circumference of the whole circle. So total circumference of the whole circle will be equal to 2 pi r. So we can write here 2 pi r. Now what will be the displacement? If any object started from here and then come back to the same point, then its final and initial point is same. So its displacement will be equal to 0, because displacement is the shortest distance between final and initial point. So displacement will be equal to 0. So we can write here as displacement is equal to 0. Okay, so now we can understand this distance and displacement. Similarly, in the if any person is moving in the triangular path, okay, and so if person is started from here, then go to this point. So the distance that will be covered by the person will be equal to this side and this side, but the displacement will be equal to the shortest distance between final and initial point. So this will be the displacement. This is the displacement that displacement of any person, but the distance that has been covered by that particular person will be equal to this path and this path. Okay. Similarly, in other type of path, in this path, in the straightforward path, in this straightforward path, if person is starting from this point and then come to this point, then what will be this distance? Its distance will be equal to the path length covered by that person, and the displacement is the shortest distance between final and initial point. So its displacement will be equal to distance. So it may be possible that sometimes distance may be equal to the displacement, or we can say displacement may be equal to the distance. Similarly, we can understand this type of things for the other path only. Now come to the point